Assalamualaikum students, welcome to AppSec's online sport program. It's Wednesday, 2nd of December 2020 and this lecture is of biology for class 8. Your textbook name is Biology 9 PLD Publisher. Page number is 76 to 77. The chapter is chapter 4 Cells and Tissues and the topic is animal tissues and the resources which are required are textbook, pictures and animations. And in this topic, you will learn about the animal tissues, their types, subtypes, their specification, and functions along with diagrams. As you know, our chapter is chapter 4, Cells and Tissues. And before starting, let's have a recap. Tell me which tissues do cover the outside of the body of animals. Do you remember that? Yes, answer is epithelial tissues. Second question is, which tissues is found in nose and ear? Yes, recall it. And yes, the answer is cartilage tissues. As you can see in the diagram. As you know, our topic is animals tissue. Previously, we studied two types of it. There were epithelial tissues, connective tissues. But today we are going to study other two types, that are the muscle tissues and nervous tissues. So our objectives are, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to describe cell specification, location, and function of muscle tissues and nervous tissues, and answer the questions precisely. Our first topic is muscle tissues. Let's study about it in detail. Muscle tissues consist of bundles of long cells called muscle fibers. It is most abundant tissues in the animal. Abundant means they are present in the larger quantity in animals, and their cells have ability to contract. It has following types: skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, cardiac muscles. As you can see in the picture, skeletal muscles, smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. All the muscles are made up of long cells which are called muscle fibers. Let's study about muscle tissues in detail. The first type is skeletal muscles. The cells are striated and they contain many nuclei. Striated means having strips. As you can see in the picture, each cell is having many strips and many nuclei, and they are attached to the bones, as you can see in the picture. And the function is to help in the movement of bones. Second type is smooth muscles. They are non-striated cells and they contain just one nucleus. As you can see in the first picture, that they are not divided into any strips, and they are just having a single nucleus in the center, and they are located in the walls of alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means the whole digestive system, urinary bladder and blood vessels, and their function is to help in the movement of substance. The third type is cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles have the cells which are striated, and striated means, as I told you before, it means having strips, and they contain just one nucleus. As you can see in the first diagram, the cells are having strips and they are just having one nucleus per cell, and they are present in the wall of heart. Their function is to produce heartbeat. The last type of animal tissue is the nervous tissue. Nervous tissues form a communication system and they perform the task of transmission of information among the parts of the body. Nervous tissues are made up of elongated nerve cells. As you can see in that diagram, these are the nerve cells and they are long in structure, and they are located in brains, spinal cord and nerves. and their function is to conduct the nerve impulse, and nerve impulse mean a message. It was all about today. As you know, we have studied animal tissues in our previous video and this video. So the today's written work is describe cell specification, location and function of muscles and nervous tissues, and also draw the diagram of muscles and nervous tissues. The success criteria is, remember that muscle tissues are abundant tissues in animal. Abundant mean they are present in larger quantities in animal. And the skeletal muscles are voluntary in action. It means that their contraction is under the control of our will. And smooth and cardiac muscles are involuntary in action, which means that their contraction is not under the control of our will. And answer all the questions properly.